Okay, today I will be teaching you about the partative, or also known in French as le partatif. And the partative is most commonly used with food. It doesn't have to be, but it is most commonly used with food. And if you notice in the word partative, there is the word part at the beginning. And that's the whole point of the partative is um, talking about having only part of something versus the whole. So it's easy to use with food. So what I suggest you do is think of a whole pie. So I'm just going to quickly draw a little pie here. Think of a whole pie, and then think of a slice of pie. Okay, so you've got a whole pie here and then a slice of pie. So a pie in French is just simply une tarte. Une tarte. But a piece of that pie, if you just want to say like some pie, then you would use de la tarte. And this is the feminine example. So again, you could say, like, if you want to say I buy a pie, just very simply, j'achète une tarte. But then if you want to say maybe I'm eating some pie, then you would say je mange de la tarte. So a pie versus some pie. Okay, a masculine version. So a whole item could be un gâteau, a cake, a whole cake, un gâteau. And then some cake would be du gâteau. And hopefully you have seen before, but if not, I'll put it underneath real quick. I'll just remind you that de, normally you should have de le gâteau, like how we have de la tarte, but masculine de and le gâteau. But de and le in French have to contract. They have to go together. So de and le have to become du. So du gâteau, some cake. An example with a masculine version with a vowel is un, ananas, a pineapple, the whole thing. And if you're only having some pineapple, you'd have de l'ananas. So there's a version with a vowel. And then plural too, nothing really changes. You're having several, I imagine usually smaller items. You're having several of them like strawberries. So your plural version is, for example, des fraises. And then let me add this here. Then nothing changes. It is still des fraises. Because on that one, you're still eating several whole little items. So nothing really changes there. So anyways, here's a feminine, masculine, masculine with a vowel, and plural version. So again, this is talking about the whole item versus some of it. And just so you know, if you are using something negative, so just you want to say like, I don't have some pie, for example. Then you would say, je n'ai pas, and after pas, you always just have de in the case of the partative. So you'd say, je n'ai pas de tarte. You don't have to worry about the la. Je n'ai pas de tarte. And the only time this would be different, so you'd say, je n'ai pas de gâteau if you want to say, I don't have some cake. Je n'ai pas de fraises if I don't have strawberries. The time this de would change is if there was a vowel. So, for example, ananas. So if you want to say I don't have some pineapple, then you would say je n'ai pas d'ananas. And that's the partative. Thanks for watching.